Good morning, guys. I know it's been a while since I've been on. It's on purpose. I've been recharging. Had a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of attacks in the energy right now. A lot of evil eye being sent towards us. A lot of destiny swapping. And an absolute ton of sexual control, narrative control, and a list of other things. As always, I'm going to give you the messages to keep yourself safe, to help you stay out of karmic connections, to aid with your growth, to help get you enlightened. We're going to be using the original Rider Tarot today with a couple of other ones that are my personal decks. I just want to let everyone know that there is a massive karmic contract that was already broken, that somebody currently in the energy is trying to revive. They're trying to bring it back because they've now realized that they have destroyed their own legacy. And they're hoping that by basically holding this old contract up and going, wait, I'll do this now, that they can fix things. And the sad part is that contract was meant to prevent their legacy from ending. And it was also meant to heal ours. It was meant to heal our generational curse. They broke it when they laid down with the karmic. So nothing that they offer and nothing they bring towards us is actually going to heal this situation. The only thing they're trying to do is escape the fallout of what they have set in motion. Because our karmic, basically, how do I say this? Our involvement in the situation is done. It ended in the most painful ways possible, but it's done. And without us, they have no shield. They have no protection. And the very entity, I guess I could say, or creature that our bloodline held at bay for so many generations is now free. And they are the new sacrifice. So they will be, once our family legacy, our ability to reach this astral level leaves this plane, they will be the next in line to be fed on. That is the only reason they are so desperate to reattach. They're trying to stop what is not stoppable. And everyone's like, oh, there's always a way. This is not a fucking movie. This isn't, oh no, you have a happy ending. No. This was a generational karmic agreed upon soul contract that has been broken. And now things are playing out and they have to pay for what they did. They have to pay for their vanity. They have to pay for their gluttony. They have to pay for the things that they did in this lifetime and all the lifetimes before, that one of our children was sacrificed for. One of our children paid the price for their sins. Each and every lifetime, like some kind of sacrificial goat, until the magic that we carry has slowly bled out of our own fucking bloodlines and there's not anything left. And of course, this being feeds on that energy, so if there isn't any, they're not going to stay around us. They're going to go to the one that has the most of it. And this family has been holding on to it and bogarting it for generations, so they have a lot more than we do now. So of course it is going to go towards them. This is just the natural order of things, especially when this lifetime, if we had come together, we would have been strong enough to overpower it and end the cycle. So we had multiple beings working to keep that from happening, and they were successful. They were 100% successful. And now we have to let things play out. So my readings are how to identify them and their trickster energy and how to keep them away from you at this point. We have paid our debt. Our job at this point is pretty much done, other than spreading awareness of what's actually happening and why. So let's get into it. Looks like we got Virgo, Aries, and Taurus, and then Scorpio. So you guys are coming up the most heavy in this read. Place it where it fits in your life. So, bad luck. Somebody could be sending bad luck. You guys could be experiencing some bad luck at this time. Or someone's trying to send bad luck to you and yours. Because somebody wants to tie you up. They want to cause a tie-up in your life, in your situation. But if you have children, just remember to keep reinforcing my kids come first narrative. If you don't have children and the person that you're trying to work with, they do, they're prioritizing their children at this time. They are prioritizing the most important things, and in that order. Because unfortunately, can't say this, but I can definitely show you the card. Things were done that cannot be undone. And now this person is acting this way about it. They're trying to be two-faced with you to avoid accountability. But they're being held to this. As above, so below. This is the standard in which they will be judged by. And a pregnancy card fell out at the beginning of the reading. I put it back in. I don't know if it's relevant, but a pregnancy may have resulted from this. And I guess as above, so below, their punishment is that they will not be ascending in this lifetime. And it's because you're ending the silence against this group of pedophiles or PDF files. You're not sitting in silence anymore about the things that were done or have been done to you, me, and others. And they're trying to hide the fact that they voided this contract. Here it is. Contract voided their actions. So this situation that was done to this other person, it was meant to hide this. The fact that they did this. That they voided the contract. Which is why they're running towards us with that contract. They're trying to hold it up like it didn't happen, but it absolutely has already happened. And then I see you, it, and everything. So there may be some other people who are awake in the collective who also have the ability to see the deeper things. Or they're calling me out in the reading to let you know that I can see things as they are. Alright, looks like this one is done giving us readings. Let's move on. We're going to the Rider Tarot. Broken at the middle of the deck. Ooh, here we go so you guys can see it. Is the Ace of Wands. So This is happening because there's an Ace of Wands offer on the table, and the cycle's not completed, with a King of Swords who is heartbroken. And they're heartbroken because there was no apology. Nothing was fixed properly, I guess. So they withheld this cup of love, which you didn't deserve. And they did it because they were heartbroken at what someone else created through this situation. And they have a right to be hurt, but what they don't have a right to do is hurt you. And what they've been trying to do is stop this financial collapse in their life. And it looks like they will be able to, at some point, successfully end it. It looks like, or they're trying to actively end it right now, and they're not sorry, but it looks like they might be trying to exploit a King of Pentacles. Because immediately following, look, or this King of Pentacles has been using his finances to do sneaky shit. And he sees it, so he's not sorry for ending this financial hardship. There was a lot of shit done under the moon. I'm not giving exact details because it keeps shifting. Which means that they know that I'm trying to tell you guys something's going on. So they're going to keep on shifting shit to try to continue to keep up their sneaky actions. And it's meant to cause instability. It's meant to off-balance your life. And they will lie if they have to, because they didn't use any truth. They used no truth in this situation. And they did all of it. They literally hurt, lied, harmed, schemed, did whatever the fuck they had to put your son in the reverse so that they could force an outcome to happen. And that outcome was to flip the wheel in the reverse for you. And then to come in and try to heal the connection like they're not the reason that these things have happened to you in the first place. But you have quick communication coming in that you are not bound to this situation because other people saw what the fuck this person was doing. And that's going to allow you to release the devil that has been trying to stomp all over your Nine of Pentacles. So basically, it's going to allow you to release this person, place, thing, or environment that has actively been trying to seek and find a way to put your Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. You will be allowed to. And it's going to happen through the House of Judgment. Because you chose not to stay quiet. See, as above, so below. And the Judgment card. And this was all because they saw you ascending and they wanted to stop it. Yeah. They wanted to stop you from walking away. They saw that you were manifesting. So they were trying to manifest making you look like a Queen of Swords in reverse, which is a very cold, cutthroat, heartless, mean, belligerent bitch. Which means that you've probably been acting this way with them, but this person's ego is so fucking strong, they're so entitled, that they would not accept you as you are in this reality. Which is a Queen of Swords, it looks like, to them. So they did narrative control, crowd control, false allegations, lies, and a smear campaign to make sure that everyone would see you like this. Because then other people would get in your way. Other people would slow you down. Other people would stagnate you. And they would be able to sit back and go, ha ha ha, I didn't have to do a thing. Because they, yep, like I said, they wanted you fucking stuck. They wanted you completely stuck. Unable to move forward. They wanted you broke, busted, and disgusted. They wanted you to have nowhere but them to go. And they knew they had no good intentions for you. They knew that if they got their hands on you, They were going to punish you and torture you for exposing them. Which is now why they're experiencing bad luck. Because they tried to silence you and you refused to be silenced. So they want to put an end to your 10 of Cups. And they know now that you see them as the ultimate wish unfulfillment. There will never be any happiness between you because of the actions they chose to take. And that you're also taking this time, Four of Swords, to rest and recover from the harm done. They wanted you codependent. They wanted you in the 9 of Cups reversed. They wanted you feeling like, I don't know what to think. Somebody tell me what to think. I don't know what I'm supposed to feel. Somebody tell me what I'm supposed to feel right now. They wanted you so fucking crazy and dysregulated that you wouldn't be able to make decisions for yourself, and that they could just come in and start taking over what the fuck it is that you have already done the work for. This is your empire. You laid the foundation. You laid the groundwork to be where you are. And they knew that the only way that they could take it and steal the credit for it was to do this to you. But you knew that they were going to do this. A lot of you did. And if you didn't, now you do. They have to make you look mentally unstable. They have to make you look like you're fucking crazy. So don't let them. Yes, it is a reactive response. They want to get you reactive. And you're being guided to resource guard right now. Be stingy with your time, money, sexual energy, and your personal business, your spiritual business. That's none of their fucking business. See how you got your feet on them? You got your feet on these people's fucking neck. Continue to keep your feet on their fucking neck. Because they're not going to stop. Keep continuing to hold down what you have worked so hard for. Because more options are going to come, and this person is going to be faced with a decision. Because, you know what, maybe what they did out of desperation, and we have empathy for them. We do. Like, I care. I do. But that is not an excuse to try to destroy someone's entire life. So they're going to be given an option. You see how this is like, imagine this is your garden, right? And you really don't want to give them shit, but they did put some work in, and you can see it. And because you're a Queen of Swords, you're in the upright, you're a fair fucking person. You're going to allow them to keep a pentacle. And maybe this is ill-advised for us to do, but we understand why we're doing it. It's because as a Queen of Swords, you have to look at the entire situation, and you have to be strategic about the situation. If you take everything, they're going to keep coming for you. But if you give them just enough to be able to go on their own direction, hopefully you'll never see them again. And by doing so, you're going to allow them to step into their truth, because it looks like somebody hurt them too. So you're healing a different situation by doing this. And no, it's not your responsibility, but that's why you're the Queen of Swords, and not a page, and not a knight. You see the truth of the entire situation, and you run your kingdom based on that truth. And by doing this, you're empowering someone else to fight back and to speak their truth and to end their silence, which is going to elevate you and your standing. Because they're trying to burden this person, and they're trying to burden you. Because they want to force a third-party situation. And guess what? There will be some sort of a third party, but this is not coming out as a sexual interaction, nor a relationship interaction. This is coming through as, because you're a fair queen, there will be much celebration. Because you are giving someone who is being hurt, harmed, and SA'd the ability to then end the violence towards the silencing of their truth. And they're going to celebrate you. They might not be celebrating with you, but they will be celebrating you because of the opportunity and the help that you showed them. And that is amazing, because you're the star. Well, there you are. And look, Queen of Wands. The star, Queen of Wands. So whoever you're helping at this time, you are causing something very strong to come into fruition on your side. You are allowing growth to happen that is desperately needed. And because of that, you're going to be opened up to new levels of growth and new opportunities. And you won't have to continue to put the work in with people, places, and things that don't serve you, and neither will they. And in order to have a strong kingdom, you have to have strong alliances. You're not the only kingdom. And I think that this is really beautiful energy, because they were trying to make sure that this person and you had no choices. They wanted to take away all choices and opportunity from you and them, and to create conflict between the both of you. And they continued to, you see how this is in the upright? Typically the Five of Swords is somebody who speaks truth that ruins people's lives, right? This person has been identified as being someone who speaks just to talk. There is no truth to anything they fucking say. They are just a complete, like, they open their mouth and lies fall out. And silence for years doesn't mean that you're a liar. Silence for years can look like, I needed to stay alive long enough to get help to not die. This person has seen that you have started to connect and save yourself. So they are saying any and everything they can think of to fuck your life. But they weren't expecting this. The Hierophant is typically a male figure, and I do see Taurus on the table. So there may be a male Taurus or an Aries right now who's sitting back and just watching all of the lies, all of the truth, everything unfold. And now they know for sure that they made the right choice to step into the Hierophant energy and to hold a way forward. And then there's a Virgo here. They see you going within and doing the work. The Hermit. Alright guys, I didn't even get to this card deck. I guess we don't need them today. Oh well. I hope that this helped you guys today. Keep doing what you're doing is what it... Basically the overall of this reading is keep doing what you're doing and keep your eyes open for dangers in your immediate area. I wish you guys love, light, luck, lots of healing, and for all that is in your way to be removed so that you can ascend to your highest point. Have a great day, guys.